Jon is the J.R. Smith of Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yep, do whatever.
What's up, Internet World? We're the News 19 Nerds. I'm Lauren.
I'm Michael.
He's Drogo.
Yeah, who are you? What are you? You the last dragon that's left?
You are the last dragon.
Heard them bells.
Oh, man.
Oh, the bells don't even matter. So why are we here, guys? What are we doing?
Talk about them thrones.
The penultimate episode, man. It's almost over.
I told y'all this episode 5 was gonna be that one.
Do you feel as if you were satisfied? Like, looking at all the episodes of the season, how are
Has season
y'all
8
feeling?
been disappointing?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
it has.
yeah. Okay.
Y'all feel like that?
I feel like it's been entertaining, but...
I feel like it's rushed, but...
Yeah, rushed. It's entertaining, but it's also been disappointing.
Better words. It's rushed, and that makes it disappointing. I'm still having a good time.
Yeah.
But you can definitely tell, you can feel the rush pacing.
Well,
and this show is not meant to be done in 6 episodes.
Well, you got to remember, we talked about this earlier. They making money now, so we can't afford...
Who is they?
The actors now.
actors,
So
okay.
the actors are making money, and these episodes cost a lot of money. You put Drogo in an episode, that's... I mean,
so they got some CGI. Somebody could have been out there making that flapping.
They still got to finish Westworld.
Yeah.
Issa Rae got to get her money. The Watchmen's coming out.
Issa Rae
I did see
ain't
that.
got no Westworld money. She'll be all right. They give her a little cut. She should get more money, but she ain't.
How you gonna just do Issa like that, sir?
In his filtered water, now there's hand wood that's been touched. All right, Michael.
Go talk about Issa like that.
Maybe we should.
No, y'all keep going.
Man!
Y'all keep going.
You done bullied Michael out the...
He not gonna talk about Issa like that, sir.
Y'all keep going.
You can't be throwing objects. Don't throw things at your friends because they'll leave you.
Sir, you're not gonna talk about Issa like that. Now back to what we was talking
Man, I
about.
don't even want to talk about it no more. Man, the team's broken up.
He'll be alright. That's what I do for my queen, Daenerys.
You're the only one who's riding with her.
I got no problem with what she did.
I have issues because, well, I mean, we all
Speak
knew
on
it was. We knew it was coming.
I'll put it like this. I'm not shocked that it happened. I'm sorry for some of them people, but you picked the losing side, and
How do they know? They don't know what's going on. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, those people don't know that there's this looming battle between.
Hold on.
You know.
They know who. When they went into the keep, they knew who they picked.
They knew they were trying to save themselves.
But this is the thing. She wasn't ransacking nobody. They listened to Cersei. That Cersei told them the Dragon Queen is coming. She could burn all y'all up. She ain't did none of that stuff. She didn't do it until they went to Cersei's side.
But if
She didn't blow
anything,
up
she's been building up to this point.
Hold on. There's been built up. And this is the one thing you've always said. Hurt people hurt people. And I have no problem with what she did because what she did is all fair in love and war. I'll say this. What did she do outside of burning the people?
Babies, like charred hands with dolls.
Outside of burning the city, what did she do that was so wrong, that was out of character up until that point?
She sat there and when Tyrion told her that when you hear the bell ringing, that's going to be surrender.
I'm talking before that. What did she do before the bell rung that was out of her character?
I don't know. Not much.
Nothing. Varys betrayed her. After she told Varys and asked him, if you go betray me, look me in my face.
He did eventually.
After she
Varys
called
knew,
him.
yeah, but I mean, Varys knew what he was doing. Varys was trying to get his...
That's not what I said.
Right.
Said, when she said, if you go betray me, Varys, he said, I will. So he had to go. He stabbed her in the back.
Oh, well, okay, so Varys, I understand.
Varys had to
he
go.
knew he had to go, and he was preparing himself to go. That's why he was getting all those messages out.
Telling everybody.
Let everybody know.
Yeah.
Basically, like, putting it on internet and hitting, submit, and then walking away.
Reply all.
Yeah, reply all. Per our last email, kind of a situation there. But Varys knew that he would not make it through this episode. I think he was, I don't know.
That's all
I think
I'm
he
saying
was just
is-
upset that it had to happen with Tyrion.
All I'm saying is, well, he had to get more water.
Yeah.
But that's all I'm saying. I'm not knocking. Again, burning the city down was a little much, but everything else was not out of character.
He's talking about everything before the
The
city
bells,
burned.
nothing was out of character. What she did to her enemies was exactly. She has done everything according to her character. When she was in Marine and the city elders, she put them down there in the pit. When her brother stabbed her and Khal Drogo in the back, he poured that a gold crown on his head. When Mira,
She didn't
Dara,
even blink for that.
whatever that other lady was, when she burned that whole village down.
The issue is, none of this has been earned. Or I don't feel like it's been earned properly. I feel like, shut up. I feel like you don't get to talk for a little bit. As you got water all over this computer and probably broke it.
It works.
I feel like a
Sorry,
lot of the
touch it.
stuff in this season hasn't been earned because they're moving so fast.
Yeah, they're
and
moving
stuff.
fast.
Like, and a perfect example of that is I always hate it in a TV show whenever they do a flashback to stuff. They show you a bunch of things because they think you don't remember what happened. Like when a lot of the flashbacks are like the preamble before the open started for this was reminding you about the Targaryens being crazy, that kind of thing. And it's kind of like, okay, so you're setting it up because you think the audience doesn't remember that this stuff kind of happened.
Well, they did.
Then I feel like you didn't do a good enough job if you have to go back and do that.
But I will say this. I think a lot of people, we talked about this. A lot of people put what they want the character to do outside of what the character is going to do. Because
I mean, you had people that were like, I need Jaime to kill Cersei. I need, or Arya to kill him, or kill Jaime
That
and
didn't
take his
happen.
face.
Yeah.
And that, Arya said, no.
and literally, she was like, remember the Hound grabbed me and said, look at me.
What's the hound's
Look at
name?
me.
Because she said his name. And
Sandor.
Sandor, yeah.
Sandor
And I was like,
Clegane.
whoa, it's real. You're saying,
Yeah, so I
saying
mean,
names here.
so we know that for a fact that we have people, we got this with Star Wars. We got this with Marvel movies, with DC movies. We all do it to a certain extent. We want to see what we have in our head.
Well, they trained us to think that, okay, all hell is going to break loose. Everyone you know is going to die. And so people were upset because people weren't dying at the speed that they wanted them to.
You guys said that. Nobody died in the first 2 episodes.
And so it's kind of like, are they still doing what Game of Thrones is supposed to be doing and making it so what we think is going to happen isn't going to happen? I think they're fulfilling that.
I think they fulfilled
goal.
that. And I think if I will agree that it felt rushed because it's only 6 episodes. We know Lena Headey. She is barely in the season. She just standing in there drinking wine,
making money,
just rolling,
posing,
just looking up there.
Cushiest job ever. Good for you.
Yep.
But I mean, she ain't had to do much. She done all her villainy in the first phase.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you think about it, and that's what we were talking to Whitney, friend of the show. She's on season 2. And Whitney said, and I've told people who come into Game of Thrones after it's already started, if you can't get past season 1, this show ain't for you. Because at the end of season 1, Ned got his head chopped off in front of his kids.
My mom was done. She was like,
And I mean, think about it. He got his head cut off in front of Arya and Sansa.
Yeah.
Cersei set it up. I mean, you saw exactly.
This is the good guy. What are we gonna do? Who do we have to cling to?
But the thing is,
If you only knew.
That's the good guy.
Yeah.
And we all thought, I wanted it. I wanted Cersei to get stabbed up and but
Man,
we didn't get that.
She died in the arms of Jaime Lannister.
That was the prophecy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we don't get. And remember, we said this. Your villains may not get what they have coming. But I will say this. Sansa's playing the game.
She's like she's a mini Littlefinger right now.
She's worse than Littlefinger.
You know what?
Littlefinger ain't never burned a city down.
So
That's all on Sansa.
That's
not.
That's not on
That's
Sansa.
not.
Hold on.
That's Daenerys and her
Let me tell you what. Hold on.
bad kingtress ways.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you why. Because you are here, what Lauren always says, hurt people hurt people. And everybody has been removed from Daenerys.
She hurt.
She hurt.
That scene where you saw her without her makeup and her hair was disheveled.
And then this is the thing.
Someone has betrayed me.
And she said it was John. And she said, this is what your sister wanted. And basically she's like, I'm going to give y'all what y'all want. Y'all want a villain? I got you. You either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
I just want to know, when she uses fire to destroy things, does she think about her own people getting hurt? Because her people were down there.
Those were not her people.
Her people were down there fighting.
Those were not her. Her people were down there fighting, but she didn't burn her people. She burned.
She almost did, because you had
she
the Dothraki coming through.
Hold
up. Dothraki came through, snatched that one mama, and she was like, oh, and the baby came by, and then 2 seconds later, so did the fire.
So what I got from that was, and maybe they didn't do a good enough job of showing this, I think her people didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
I think her people were part of the whole, the good guys are no longer good guys. Now everybody's just kind of, all hell's breaking loose, do whatever you want. So I feel like they were kind of spared, because that gives you the whole side story of them being bad guys now too.
Yeah.
There's no longer a distinction between good and bad.
Yeah.
But the way it was shot, it does kind of seem like she didn't care.
Yeah,
She
it's
didn't
just
care.
ruthless.
Right,
just
but what I'm saying
fire-
is, I feel like it
fire
wasn't.
burning.
I could see how people would think everybody got burned, even her army, just by the way it was shot. But I don't think that's what happened.
But I don't think that's what happened either. And this is the thing. And a lot of people when you go back and rewatch, I think it becomes more clear when you watch the seasons back to back to back. Because Lady Tyrell said in season 4, I think it was.
It was me.
Nope. When she told Daenerys and
Tyrion.
she says, I don't want to rule, and she says, you don't need love. You need these people to fear you. She said that. And when Daenerys told Jon, she said, when Jon was like, yeah, you my aunt and everything, and she was like, all right, cool.
Because she kept trying to get with Jon. I was like, we good.
But the thing is, and
You my queen,
But see,
that's
that's the thing.
I feel it.
Jon, and
I
that's what I
understand.
said. Jon, to me, Jon, they really put her in this situation, because one of the things I've always seen, and we've seen the memes about women who have things happen to them, and we always judge the woman at the end, but never look at all the things that led that woman to do these things. We don't judge Angela Bassett for burning down old boy's car, Michael Beach, and Waiting to Exhale, because we saw what happened all the way. You see what I'm saying?
I was like, that whole scene right there. I was about to go right into
See what I'm saying? We don't judge her for that. So we shouldn't judge Daenerys for that either, because this is the thing.
Angela Bassett burned a car.
That's
She ain't
different.
burned the whole city.
That's different.
Sir, she
And
didn't
it's
burn-
Angela
she
Bassett.
didn't burn
She
the
do
whole
whatever
city.
she
All I'm
wanted to.
saying is, I understand. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I understand.
That is
because-
Madam Angela Bassett.
Because Sansa did this to get. She told her. She said she won because Tyrion messed up. Because Tyrion, instead of going to her and saying, "Is this true?" Who's the first person he ran his mouth to?
Varys.
Like a hoe. He
The
went and ran-
spiders,
he-
man. Yeah.
And the spider done shown he let you down because he ain't loaded up scorpion weapons were out there. Who let one of your other dragons get?
First of all, with the Scorpions, how do they not hit Drogo this time? I mean, like,
'Cause they can't-
there's a million
so-
of them,
so, hey.
and now they can't aim.
Talk to Lauren and the audience about.
So this
you are a military expert.
I would say, for as a theory, this is how I look at it. The reason why the Scorpion worked this time, they were waiting, and they knew where. In other words, they knew
The first time.
The first time, they knew as soon as he came around, got him, because that's the thing. She out there just. She was singing her little songs, had her ear pods in.
She wasn't in war mode.
She wasn't paying attention. And then you got to remember, even that first one got him. That second one came right behind. And then they was like, we got him. And then when she finally saw what happened, he went in the water. They were still shooting. She was still bobbing and weaving, and she pulled back. She probably could have got him, but then remember, she pulled back to go protect her army. That second time, she was.
They couldn't even see the
Shit,
light.
think
Look,
about it.
I couldn't see. I was like, now what am
And this is the
I?
thing.
Yeah.
And remember,
When I first saw it, I was like, is somebody dropping a bomb?
yeah.
I was confused.
I thought it was like the green fire.
And the
I
thing
was
is,
like,
remember, she dive bombed them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Drogon would do this, he would do that, and then when he got low enough, they can't hit him. Because remember, he moves, bobs and weaves, so they can't. They're just doing this stuff.
And he said,
Yeah.
My-
So explain to me what we were talking about when I was saying,
That's
how
what
come they were ready
dragons-
the first time, but they weren't ready the second time?
First
Why
time
do you
they
think
were
that?
ready because they were on the attack. The second time, remember, I don't know how many people out there, we do breaking news all the time. How many times when breaking news happens, we on it. We're moving. It's almost like we're moving in tandem, we're a team. But how many times we have something going on like a football game and we're just waiting for this event to come and you don't even know when it's coming. But you know you got to, we not ready. And then when it comes and we're not ready for it, we got to scramble to get where we need to be when we should have already been there. That's exactly what happened. Because you saw all them people just, y'all about to fight.
Hey, you as you do your pantomime, come over closer so you're in the shot because you off the. There we go.
He's no longer in the shot.
Right.
But I mean, look, we've all seen that. We've all seen that kind of thing where you're just kind of waiting around. You just, oh, we're about to fight today. This is it. I mean, they weren't ready. They weren't paying attention. And this is another thing. They were cocky. Because if you remember when they came out of the gate, they was all, yeah.
The Golden Company.
They had no
got
doubts.
The biggest bank.
They
You got
were just-
elephants somewhere.
Think about it. They was just chilling. They were not ready.
They should have had the elephants. That's what they should have had. And Cersei, if she could have said anything,
Where are my elephants?
said,
Now,
where are my elephants?
I will say this. Cersei realized, she really realized she effed up when she saw that city on fire. Because she realized, I played with the wrong one.
What's the green? Was it
The
Knights?
Dragonfire.
Dragonfire?
That now remember
Yeah.
that Dragonfire was from her dad.
Yeah. So he over
That
here planting bombs all over the city.
But remember, the prophecy was he planted those bombs so that they would never ransack the city, which is why Jaime killed the king. Is why remember Tywin Lannister was going to invade King's Landing, and Jaime was part of the King's Guard, and he called himself. They called him the Kingslayer because he killed the Mad King. So because he planted all that dragon fire around the city, because he wanted the city to burn, you will never take the city. Cersei was like, the Red Keep is safe, we good. And
Till it wasn't.
And Dany
Till it wasn't.
said,
No, it's not.
and she literally burned the city down. And I think, because if you did you watch the thing afterwards? When he said, I don't think she thought she was going to do it right then and there in the beginning. She did it when she saw that keep.
Yeah.
When she saw
Got
that keep,
mad.
and then
She's like that place of that symbol to her of whatever.
Got to tear it down.
and you
Yeah.
gotta go ahead because you about to say something.
No, I just had a question. Like, who did you think? Because there were people that died this episode. Who did you think had the most respectable death? I really
The
enjoyed
Hound,
the Hound
man.
in the Mountain. Yeah,
Yes.
I say the Hound. First of all, the Mountain just grabbing. What was Cersei's hand's name? And just throwing him, and all of a
Q-burn?
sudden he's dead.
When he used
That
his
was
outside
great.
voice.
Gregor. Protect your queen.
No, my
He
favorite
said,
thing
"Bruh."
was Cersei when she said,
Right. I'm gonna just go ahead. I'll let
Y'all
you
don't
have
need
this.
me.
she said when she walked past her.
Because he moved to the side a little bit. Like, you can go if you want to.
He's like, this
but
ain't. He's like,
I'm gonna fight my brother today.
He's like,
Yeah, I'm not worried about
I'm
you.
not about
But
you.
he's, a zombie, and it was just, so I appreciated that. The Hound was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to go out with my brother.
Yeah. And he went and he
Hit
hated
fire.
He hates fire.
Yeah.
And he just like don't
because his
matter.
brother, man, what kind of bad relationship they had when his brother's the one who burned him. I
think it was misguided.
I
I mean, he has no soul right now. He's a zombie.
Yeah.
He had a soul when he burned his brother the first
Yeah, and
time.
I'm sure he felt bad.
He didn't
about
do that.
Yeah.
But
much.
no, I mean, I liked it. I've been thoroughly entertained. I think these episodes are a little rushed, but I think if you thought that she didn't have this in her, you ain't been paying attention. And the three people I'm mad at most of all,
Oh, the Starks.
the Starks.
The remaining Starks.
Once again,
Except for Arya.
And you know who I'm really mad at? Bran.
When
Because
somebody said Bran was the horse.
Yep.
Bran was the horse at the end, like, yo, sis, I
Because
got
that's the thing. Remember in the garden when Bran said, when Jon said, should I tell him? Bran said, it's your choice.
It's you. It's up to you,
And as soon
Being
as he
messy.
told Sansa, what Sansa do? Ooh, girl, let me tell you.
Yeah.
boo. Basically.
Them three Starks. So, I'm sorry. I mean, so now the question is Jon gonna let her kill Sansa?
Well, the question.
I don't think
no.
Jon is going. Like, in my opinion, if he had to pick Sansa or Daenerys, I think he would pick Sansa.
Listen, but again, the question is, who is he gonna side with? Because he said you will always be my queen.
I mean,
And-
people say a lot of stuff.
but this is the thing. Sansa
Sansa
did.
said she wasn't gonna tell.
right.
Yep. So who
They
betrayed?
do anything for clout.
Yep. So Arya
Shout
go
out
play.
to Cardi B and Offset.
Arya go play a part in this, but Sansa sold her out, and what she did amounts to treason.
Yeah.
So
Somebody got to go.
I will say this: this has been the most beautifully shot season, because that imagery of like Arya when that thing burned and she walked out, and you saw that horse, cinematography has been on point.
I
It's
really-
like, how did everybody else die, but she was
Because she's Arya.
She's Arya.
But I
What
really
do you
like
say to the God of Death? Not today.
I like the fight between the Hound and the Mountain. The Hound and the Mountain while they're on the steps. And you see like a fire off the side. That was really cool looking overall.
Oh yeah, I love seeing John's dumbass face though, cause John, oh he gets
what you
John kind of always looks confused. He's like, what's happening?
Like, son, what did you think was gonna happen? You sold her out.
Yeah.
You sold her out.
Shout out to Euron too for hyping himself up throughout this whole season.
Euron, like, I am the best.
I'm the best. I killed the Kingslayer as he walked away.
I'm the man that killed Jamie Lannister.
Like, bruh, but you dying, he walking away, dog.
Euron.
In his mind, he's like, yo, I'm the best.
Yo, Euron. Hey,
I want that kind of confidence.
Who's the guy from?
Everybody needs to have Euron confidence.
I was just like, who's the Cleveland Cavalier that just shoots threes?
J.R. Smith.
Yes, that's him.
He is the
Henny God himself.
Euron is the J.R. Smith.
Game of Thrones. Game like, yep, do whatever.
You had scorpions,
because
bro.
Euron was like just shooting them scorpions, and he was still shooting them when Dany was coming down. He was like, man, and then everything caught. He was like,
Yeah.
so.
Let us know what you think of the episode.
Yeah.
You had the Henny God. You had, ooh, girl, I'm not gonna tell nobody.
Like, comment, subscribe here on YouTube.
Straight sold out. Oh, shout out to Tyrion Lannister. Man, that scene with him and Jaime, cause he knew that was last time he was seeing Jaime.
That's it.
That was one of the best.
Where can they find us?
Dim Thrones.
No, where can they find us?
Facebook, Twitter,
Thank you.
Instagram, YouTube.
WOTX.com.
Yep.
There we go.
And on WOTX sometimes.
Yeah, true. On the
That's what I said.
You said the website.
.com.
She was talking
I'm
about
talking
the
about
TV.
TV, bro.
Yeah. Sometimes we break into TV.
I'm out.
We out.